Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.
I don't always put a new roof on my house, but when I do, I call Eric Anderson with Grand Lake Roofing.
If you're looking for a fast, reliable, trustworthy roofing service, give myself and my team a call at Grand Lake Roofing, 567-890-ROOF.
St. Mary's traditions include football, SMAB, and Fowler's TV. Founded in 1957 by Richard and Peggy, Fowler's TV is celebrated, like a Roughrider first down, for its dedication to high-quality electronics, custom installations of indoor and outdoor TVs, Sonos sound systems, surveillance systems, and so much more. With 12 months of special financing available on approved credit, shopping local has never been better. Fowler's knowledgeable and friendly staff uphold the tradition of exceptional customer care, servicing only what they sell with the same or next day service.
In need of a marketing idea for your business or organization? From concept to execution, we are your go-to for promotional products, signage, apparel, print materials, graphic design, and fundraising. Freedom Marketing Strategies is a Roughrider-owned business with over 50 years of marketing, graphic design, and fundraising support. Call Sissy or Gail today to get started.
The importance of quality driver's education for our teens is essential. Capabilities has provided classroom and in-car driving instruction for St. Mary's and surrounding communities for over 20 years. Live classroom and online options are available for our students. Capabilities also administers the Ohio BMV driver's exam for our students and the general public. Contact Capabilities today to learn more about our driver's education services.
I'm Larry Gruber, longtime educator and St. Mary's wrestling coach. If you're in need for any electrical upgrades, whether big or small, for your business or home, reach out to Sean Barnett Electrical at 567-259-8343. Wondering what it would cost to have a generator for your home or business? Contact Sean Barnett Electrical for a complimentary estimate for installation and yearly maintenance.
Trying to do electrical work on your own can be shocking and painful. Wow! I'm in Sean's corner, and Sean will be in yours for all your electrical needs.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their three-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Well, good evening, everyone, and we welcome you to Shawnee High School Football Stadium for another Rider Nation Station Sports exclusive. As tonight, the Shawnee Indians take on your St. Mary's Roughriders. I'm Joe Hurlburt, and I'll be bringing you all the play-by-play action of tonight's contest. Alongside me, my colleague, Zach Farrell. And Zach, again, just an absolutely picture-perfect night for high school football.
We're back into the good weather, aren't we?
We are.
No hurricanes coming through this week. It is beautiful out here. Hope that we have a lot of fans that made the trip, the short 20-minute drive up the road to Shawnee, because they're going to get a beautiful night, not a cloud in the sky, and looking beautiful outside. Game time, looking at the Jackalope Stash temperature, 74 degrees, and we're just 10 minutes till kickoff.
Absolutely. Well, the Shawnee Indians struggling somewhat. They started off the season 2-0 right out of the gate, and of course have suffered 4 straight losses. They come in with a record of 2-4 overall, 1-4 in the Western Buckeye League. Of course, the Roughriders 3-2 in the Western Buckeye League, 4-2 overall, and it should be an interesting contest. Of course, you got the number 1 rushing offense in the Western Buckeye League against probably the number 9 or 10 ranked rushing defense in the Western Buckeye League. So hopefully the Roughriders can focus on getting the job done, much like they did in the second half of last week, and that's what we want to see. The first half last week, I thought, Van Werth's quarterback going to tear them up, and they went into the locker room, I believe, were they tied at halftime? And
then,
14-14. Then they came back in the second half, and all of a sudden it was a whole different Rough Rider ball club, because I think at one time they scored 4 touchdowns in 4 minutes.
It was unbelievable in the second half there. What I loved about it, and I talked to this in the Bo Fry show, but all phases of the game got involved. So you had a huge defensive play inside the 5-yard line, causing a fumble. Offense gets it, punches it right back in, and then you have a kickoff. That kickoff team hits the guy hard, ball comes out. Taylor Compton scoops and scores on the kickoff team. You had all phases of the game really humming in the second half against Van Wert. Yeah, we want to see the Riders come out of the gate and start off like that. I will say, from watching film, though, Shawnee does start off playing very hard against teams. They're tough in the first quarter, and then they seem to break down as the game goes on. So it would be interesting to see what they're able to bring to stop the Rough Rider potent rushing offense today.
Well, I think the key was, and of course we didn't get any starters this week from their head coach, but I think in the first 2 ball games they had J.J. Spiker at quarterback. He's a junior. The last games that I have seen film on, Brogan Rayer, the freshman, was at quarterback. So I don't know if that has something to do with their decline in offensive output, but nonetheless we'll see, because I think Stryker was the way he went was the way the Shawnee offense went.
Yeah, it was interesting. I think a lot of us saw that they beat LCC in the first game, and that was a bit of a surprise. They did well beating Elida then in the second week. Weren't sure how good Elida was or not, and since then it's been kind of downhill. So, but make no doubt about it, this team has a lot of very good athletes.
Yes, they do.
A lot of speed, and I told Bo Fry this in the show this week. Shawnee always plays the wing T well. They have some institutional memory, I think, from Dick West being the head coach,
absolutely,
and teaching them how to play defense against the wing T. They've always played it well when they play us. So can't take anything for granted tonight, but hopefully St. Mary's able to get up early.
Well, we're waiting for both teams to arrive to the playing service. The Shawnee High School Marching Band is on the field now. We'll see if they come to the sidelines for the national anthem, or if they'll stay just where they're at for the national anthem. But while they get in place, and while we have a little bit of time, let's take a look at some of the numbers. The Shawnee Indians rushing offense per game is 124 yards. That's 9th in the league. Their passing offense is 135 yards per game. That's 6th in the Western Buckeye League. Their total offense is 260 yards per game, 9th in the league, and their scoring offense is 14 points in the league, and that's last in the Western Buckeye League. For the Rough Riders, they are the number 1 rushing team in the Western Buckeye League, averaging 301 yards per game, 21 touchdowns on the ground. Their passing offense, though, this surprises me. I don't know if this number will surprise you or not, but they are 10th in the Western Buckeye League in passing. They're averaging 7 yards per game. Passing, but
that seems too high.
Too high,
because I think I can only think of, in my head right now, I can only think of maybe 4 completed passes the whole year.
Yeah.
So,
but
wow.
But their total offense is 308 yards per game. They're 7th in the league in that, and they're scoring at a rate of 27 points per contest, which is 5th in the Western Buckeye League. Their scoring, let's take a look at their defense. Their defense is giving up 209 yards per game on the ground. That's 9th in the Western Buckeye League. They've given up 18 touchdowns to date. Their passing defense are giving up 133 yards per game, 6 touchdowns, and that's first in the Western Buckeye League. Their total defense, they're giving up an average of 343 yards per game defensively. That's 7th in the league, and their scoring defense, they're giving up 29 points per game. That's 7th in the league.
Yeah, so the passing defense is first in the league, so I guess we'll have to tone back our passing offense tonight.
Yep. So
we'll go from 2 passes to 1 pass.
There you go. And for the Rough Riders, their rushing defense, they're 5th in the league, giving up 159 yards. Very balanced. They're 3rd in the Western Buckeye League in pass defense, giving up 115 yards. Their total defense, they're 4th in the league. The Rough Riders are at 274 yards per game. And the Rough Riders are 2nd in the Western Buckeye League in points allowed, giving up just 15 points per game. Dominic Osborne ranks 4th in the Western Buckeye League in rushing, 119 carries, 667 yards, 9 touchdowns. He averages 111 yards per game. Colton Mabry, of course, his big bugaboo was that he missed a ball game after the Defiance game. He's carried the ball 91 times, 456 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's averaging about 76 yards per game, and hopefully tonight he'll be able to up some of those numbers, because I think the rushing attack will do what they did last week against Van Wert. They will go right at him. So right now they're asking this crowd at Shawnee Stadium to rise to their feet for the playing of the national anthem. We'll step away. We'll be back with tonight's kickoff right after this.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com, or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation is proud to support St. Mary's athletics. We invite you to become a member of the Alumni Foundation by checking out our website at www.mhsaf.com or checking us out on Facebook. Good luck, Riders.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
All righty, we welcome you back to Shawnee High School Football Stadium. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. Glad to have you along wherever you may be watching tonight's contest. It should be a good ball game. Another Western Buckeye League encounter for the Roughriders, I think, Zach. We talked about it prior to going on the air. They are, ranks in computer rankings? They find themselves 6th right now?
6th in the region, and in the AP, I think they're 16th in the D3. Not that it makes a whole bunch of difference, but overall in D3, they're ranked 16th. And, right now, unofficially 6th in the computer rankings. And we'll start talking about that more, I think, in a couple weeks.
Absolutely.
And when those start coming out and we see where all of that lies, it'd be nice for them to get in the top 8 and get a home game.
Absolutely.
For the playoffs. And it'll be interesting to see if St. Mary's can finish these last few games out and win out. They certainly on paper should, but we need to see this team continue to put everything together.
Absolutely.
Offense, defense, and special teams for all 4 quarters, and see what they can do in the playoffs.
While we have a moment, we'll give a shout-out to the Memorial High School boys golf team. Congratulations to them as they will move on in the state golf tournament. So we congratulate those young men for making it to the state in boys golf. This Rough Rider kickoff is going to be brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's. Brady Triplett will do the kicking for the Rough Riders.
Going to see Shawnee start out here on offense. Looking at their film, see a lot of different formations from them. They'll sometimes be in an I formation under center. A lot of times they'll be in a shotgun formation with 1 back or 2 backs, or an empty backfield with all 5 receivers out. Really just seem like kind of struggling to see what works for them this year. I do see, and thanks to Andy Ramel for pointing this out, but Spiker is on the sidelines with a sling on, so he must have had some sort of injury, and he's still injured.
Ball is kicked by Brady Triplett into the end zone, so it will be 1st and 10 for the Indians of Shawnee at their own 20-yard line. We've got a Roots Pub penalty flag on the field. We'll see what this is all about. I think this is going to be coming back, and maybe the Rough Riders jumped the gun a little bit.
Yeah, do we have a replay of that kick? And see if someone was offsides. Looks like maybe 24 Dominic Osborne, and then up at the top of the screen there, second guy in there. Hard to see his number. Man, that's pretty close though. They don't usually call it that close, especially when the ball's kicked out of the end zone. But
Jaron Bagley and Reese Davidson back to return the kickoff the second time for the Shawnee Indians.
We'll take a look at that this week with the rules of the game with Bill Krug.
Triplet approaches the football. This is going to come up a little bit shorter, and it'll bring a return back for the Shawnee Indians, and it goes into the hands of Davidson. He'll go to the outside, and the Rough Riders will run him out of bounds at about the 26-yard line, 27-yard line. It's where the Shawnee Indians will start their first possession. So I think the injury to J.J. Spiker is a big deal to this Shawnee offense because, like I said, he was the quarterback in the first 2 games of the season, and they won rather easily. They beat LCC in the season opener, which I think shocked a lot of people. But I think he might have got hurt in the second game because I think from the third game on he's been on the sideline. So we'll see who they got at quarterback.
Yeah, obviously good for St. Mary's that he's not in because he's a very talented player. Hate to see it for him, but also, you're playing a team that maybe will put something together all of a sudden and figure things out.
Pass is complete. Good job by the Rough Riders secondary. Luke Bourne's in on the stop. No, I'm sorry. That's Noah Dixon. Noah Dixon.
Ryan Revolt.
Luke Bourne's had a shot at him there. Slowed him up, and here comes the rest of the blue and gold. So it'll be second down, and we'll call it 5. We'll give him a gain of 5 on the play.
Pistol formation now.
The running back is number 2. That's Dalton Hobson.
Pistol formation, for those wondering or unfamiliar what I'm talking about, the quarterback doesn't go quite far as back as when he's in shotgun, and then the running back goes behind him.
Yeah, he's almost like within 4 yards of the line of scrimmage behind the center, where on a shotgun he's about 6 or 7 yards back. Handoff goes to Hobson, and he'll have a first down.
So far, Shawnee offense just testing the edges for the Rough Riders.
Their quarterback is number 8. That's Caleb Bacon.
Number 14 with the carry. That's a Cole Sunderland, senior. He got upended, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
First real stop for the St. Mary's defense. Pretty much no gain on the play.
And we've got a timeout on the field as Owen Ott heads to the sideline. Might be an equipment situation. I'll tell you what, will they well, here he comes back into the line. Okay. Now Owen Ott goes off. And checking in for the Rough Riders for Owen Ott is Christopher Schreier.
Yeah, and also Jacob Kessler came off, and Trey Moore checked in for him. See if they try to test Trey Moore on that outside right now.
Bacon, quick step, throw it out. Pass is complete. Knocked out of bounds by Luke Bournes. The pass is complete to number 4. That's Brady Bullock.
They went to the other side of the field, and fortunately Luke Bournes is over there. Gave up a little bit of a gain, but still puts the Riders in a nice 3rd and 4.
This is a Minster Bank money down for this Rough Rider defense. See if they can stop this Shawnee Indian offense. Ball is placed right at midfield. Pass is complete.
No, incomplete.
Incomplete?
They're saying his foot was on the line. Wow, that's a break for St. Mary's. Let's watch what happened here.
Well, this
pressure
will be
right away.
This will be a good view right here.
93 for St. Mary's. Pressure right away from Caleb Turner.
Yep.
Good camera view there, showing number 4 standing on the line.
So it'll bring up 4th down and about 5 for the Shawnee Indians. Back to receive the punt is Noah Dixon and Jacob Kessler.
Midfield, I thought Shawnee might try to go for it here.
And it's going to roll into the end zone. Good job by Dixon. He thought about picking it up, and then he thought, well, maybe I shouldn't.
It was close. It looked like it was going to roll, but you never know. And those guys are coming down pretty quick.
So the Roughriders will have it 1st and 10. The ball will be placed at their own 20-yard line. This is their first offensive possession. Good job by the defense turning the Indians away.
A little bit of bending, but not breaking.
Aiden Minerding will be your quarterback. He took all the snaps last week against the Van Wert Cougars. Oh, yeah, they had it placed at the 25, and they said, not the right spot, so they moved it back to the 20.
Nice to see Aiden Minerding really progressing and maturing as the quarterback. Coach said we still might see Kessler come in, but I know that if they don't need him, they won't.
Here comes Osborne. We'll give him a gain of 5 on the play. Nice job by Osborne. Of course, as I mentioned, Dominic Osborne is 4th in the Western Buckeye League in rushing.
Great job for the guards right there. Good job by Caleb Schmidt. Little kick-out block. Number 60, Camden Roth.
Boy, Will Glass flattened somebody as well.
Another pancake. We pointed that out last week.
Absolutely. Trey Moore wide to the right. Man in motion is Mabry. Turn, give the ball to Caleb Schmidt, and he'll lean forward and give him a gain of about 3 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 2.
Just a little fullback dive. Tried some motion with Mabry to try to freeze up the linebackers a little bit.
Terry Amborski, the Rough Riders center, comes out over the football for the Rough Riders. Henkel puts a man in motion as Osborne up and over is Caleb Schmidt, and that'll be a Fowler TV 1st down, so they'll move the sticks.
I love a running back that keeps his head up and can see how can I get to that 1st down? Do I need to just run into the pile and fall, or can I jump over it like that and put my body on the line? Look at that.
1st and 10, Rough Riders. Ball is placed at the Rider 31-yard line. Man in motion is Mabry. And we got a Roots Pub penalty flag called, and it's against the Shawnee Indians.
Encroachment. Let's look at here. Yep. You can see 72 is well over the ball. That's the neutral zone.
DJ Bentley for the Shawnee Indians, flagged for the encroachment. Mabry in motion. Minerding back to throw. It's going to be overthrown, but not by too much. But
trying to catch Shawnee sleeping a little bit, maybe, or not a bad ball.
Is it just one? Just one. Second down and 5. Here's Mabry. He's going to get a Fowler TV 1st down. He breaks a tackle or two, gets some more yardage. He'll be into Shawnee territory. Nice run by Colton Mabry. So that's a Fowler TV 1st down. They'll move the sticks. So The Rough Riders continued the drive. Nice job by Colton Mabry getting his shoulders
good job from
square to the goal line.
Whole offensive line pushing on that side. Gavin Ehlers doing a nice job blowing his man off the ball, getting them back 5-10 yards down the field.
Mabry turns, cuts it back to the 40, to the 35, and it'll be another Fowler TV first down. Nice run by Colton Mabry.
Helmet came off on the play. Didn't see anybody grabbing it, so he'll have to come off and come off for a play. It's okay. He deserves a breather after that hard run.
Don't forget, a lot of these highlights can be seen tomorrow on the St. Mary's Foundry highlight show.
It did look actually on replay that 14 might have grabbed that and ripped it off, but refs didn't see it, so.
First and 10, ball on the 33-yard line of Shawnee. Trap up the middle. And that was Caleb Schmidt. Mabry checks back in. Aiden Minerding gets the play from head coach Bo Fry. Trots back into the huddle. And Kessler will go wide to the left. We'll see if they'll utilize him. Second down and 6, and they do. Kessler.
I think that was a hook and ladder maybe.
Let's take a look at it, because it looked like Mabry was just going to block and let him cut back to the inside. See, he was not going behind him.
Right.
He was not going behind him. So it's kind of one of those plays that Kenton is noted for. Just get it out to the receiver, get some blockers out there, and let him.
Yeah, jailbreak screen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Right idea.
Well, it's clearly fourth down territory for the Riders, so we're willing to take that risk on second.
Man in motion is Mabry.
Yeah, Coach Fry's not hesitating, sending couple guys out, and I expect we'll probably see one of those full house sweeps like we just saw, because they've been running them for 15, 20 yards.
Yeah. So it'll be fourth down and 2 for the Rough Rider offense. Kessler wide to the right. Pitch to Osborne, squares his shoulders, and he'll have plenty for a Fowler TV first down. So they'll move the chains. The Rough Riders are in the Sean Barnett Electrical red zone for the first time tonight.
First time we've seen a pitch tonight. A good time to break it out, because Shawnee hadn't seen it either and not prepared for that quick hitting sweep.
Kessler wide to the left, out by the numbers. Turn, give the ball to Noah Dixon. Dixon gets the corner. We'll give him a gain of about 9 on the play.
Good speed from Noah Dixon.
Absolutely.
Hard running. Takes on the man in the secondary.
And we'll give him a gain of 7. We'll call it second down and 3. Ball is resting at the Shawnee Indian 13-yard line. Trey Moore wide to the right, split backfield in the backfield. Mabry on the carry. We'll give him a couple. It's going to be third down and less than a yard for this Rough Rider offense.
We've talked before, I guess if anyone's wondering about whether players can hurdle over another player or not, we've talked before, as long as they're on the ground, so more than 2 limbs are touching the ground, you can jump over them. It's when they're just standing straight up, you're not allowed to jump over.
Full house in the backfield. Minerding, long count, trying to get the Indians to jump. Turn, give it to Osborne. He's inside the 5, and he's going to be tackled down right at the 5-yard line, so it'll be a Fowler TV first down. It'll be first and goal for the blue and gold at the 5-yard line, I believe. Not only are the Roughriders moving the ball efficiently offensively, but they're chewing up a lot of clock here in the first quarter. We're down to 2:34.
Just a good methodical drive, breaking the spirits of the Shawnee Indians.
Osborne to about the 3. Second down and goal from the 4-yard line.
Great angle here from our camera staff.
Riders full house in the backfield. Turn, give the ball to Caleb Schmidt. Touchdown, Roughriders.
Untouched, Joe.
Good job by the left side of that offensive line for the Roughriders. Ehlers, Will Glass, and Borski at center, but give credit to all the linemen for this drive. Roth, Xander Post, and Keaton Fishbaugh.
Yeah, big 77 over on that side on that play.
So this Jackalope Stash extra point follows the Jackalope Stash touchdown. Brady Triplett on to do the PAT. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 1:51 remaining here in the first quarter on the American Legion scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Roughriders 7, the Shawnee Indians nothing. We'll be back with the Varsity Lanes kickoff right after this.
Are you in the need of storage space? At Spring Street Storage, we have several units to help organize your life. From 10 by 10 to 10 by 30, we have units to keep your valuables dry and clean. We offer monthly rentals and long-term discounts. Give us a call at 567-279-1536 for all your storage needs.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals, going the extra mile.
Back at Shawnee Indian Football Stadium, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station, bringing you tonight's contest. The Roughriders draw first blood, are up on the Indians 7-0 on the American Legion scoreboard. This Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's. Back to receive the kickoff for Shawnee, Jaron Bagley, and Reese Davidson.
Joe, that was a 75-yard drive. Took 7 minutes and 25 seconds off the clock.
Davidson on the return, and he is smothered by this kickoff team. Good special teams play by the Rough Riders, and I think one of the goals each week is that the kickoff team stops the opponent's return. I want to say inside the 20 is what they shoot for.
Absolutely, yeah. Otherwise, just kick it through the end zone.
Yeah. So they'll get it at about the 15, 16-yard line, and we'll mark it at the 17-yard line for the Shawnee Indians as they will have it 1st and 10. This is their second possession. Bacom, the quarterback.
Number 14 again.
That's Brady Bullock. No, I'm sorry, that's not Bullock.
Cole Sunderland.
Yep.
It's a wide receiver getting some reps at running back. Again, we were not given the starting lineups by the Shawnee coaches this week like we normally are, so I think they potentially were moving a lot of players around and unsure.
Second down, we'll call it 6. Passes out, and it is incomplete.
Number 13 targeted that time, Michael Garlock, senior. Had his hands on it, just unable to pull it in.
Dalton Hobson, number 2, the junior, comes in with the play from head coach Shane Wireman in his first year here at Shawnee. Bacon, he's going to roll to his right. Nice job. We're going to have a Roots penalty flag called on the field. I think they're going to get Luke Bournes with a hand on the receiver. I saw from my angle that he had a hand on it on the receiver.
Too much contact too early. Let's see here on the replay. The ball's in the air, and Luke's left arm is already wrapped around the helmet here. So if he just goes straight up and bats it, he's okay, but he kind of jumped off of the shoulder and helmet of the receiver before he did.
So Shawnee will get a first down via the pass interference play. It'll be 1st and 10 for Shawnee. The ball is placed at their own 35-yard line. Bacon, short pass out to his receiver. I want to say it's number 2, Dalton Hobson. Number 3?
Number 3, I think. Reese Davidson. Yep, number 3.
Bacon. I think that's Hobson.
Yep, that time was Hobson. They moved him in the backfield in that pistol formation.
So we got a Roots Pub penalty flag on the play, and I'm going to just say this now. If you think it's hard to see on your screen the Indians' numbers, it's very difficult from where I'm sitting to see their numbers. Of course, that red and black, there's not a lot of contrast between the two colors.
Yeah, all of the single digits definitely look the same.
Yep. 8s look like 9s, 2s look like 3s.
We're going to see the holding right here. I think number 55. Oh, nope, actually I think actually they're calling it on. I don't know where they call that. We'll have to take a look at that. I saw a holding from. I saw number 15 holding on 12, Luke Bournes, up the field. Maybe they just didn't get the flags quite far enough back.
2nd down and 13. Bacon is flushed out of the pocket. Owen Ott's trying to chase him down. He's going to be close to a first down. He's run out of bounds on the far side by Noah Dixon.
Way too many guys there for that to happen. Somebody's just got to keep outside containment and clean it up.
Noah Dixon was the first Rough Rider there and shoved him out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it a long one. 3rd down, I'm sorry. So this is a Minster Bank money down for this Rough Rider defense. We'll see if they can stuff the Shawnee Indians and force them to punt. Little mess up in the backfield, and he's going to be short of the first down.
Yeah, they put number 8, Caleb. Yeah, or Caleb Bacone was still the quarterback. Definitely a broken play there. He was trying to hand the ball off.
Bacon comes up, and he's a little gimpy. So it'll bring up 4th down and inches, but that's going to end the first quarter of play on the American Legion scoreboard. It's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 7, the Shawnee Indians nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
Second quarter of action just underway here from Shawnee Indians Football Stadium. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell. It's going to be 4th and less than a foot.
They send
Give
two
the ball to
outside.
Hobson, and I don't think he's going to
Ball's
make it.
out.
The ball is loose. Head coach Bo Fry says the Rough Riders have it on the far side, and we've got a Roots Pub penalty flag on the play. I am going to say somebody said something.
It's going to be a dead ball penalty. It's going to be St. Mary's ball either way. It's going to be a Spring Street Storage turnover or turnover on downs. St. Mary's did a nice job creating a pile at the line. Noah Dixon, what a job tracking them down on the outside.
Personal foul on the Shawnee Indians, I believe, or is it on the Rough Riders?
No, personal foul on the Rough Riders after the play.
Well, he pointed to Shawnee.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll be a 15-yard penalty against the Rough Riders. So the Rough Riders, who would have pretty decent field position on the Shawnee side of the 50, will now go back and they'll have it 1st and 10. They'll place the football at the Rough Rider 40-yard line. Full house in the backfield. Straight back, and Minerding's going to pull it down. He's got the corner, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds, but not before he gains about 4 yards on the play.
Four wide receivers going out for routes on that one, Joe. That might be the most that we've seen all year.
Trey Moore wide to the right. Kessler wide to the left. Osborne, I'm sorry. And he'll be close to a Fowler TV first down. He'll stay in bounds. The clock will continue to run.
Just another classic-looking sweep from the Riders. Guards out there. Everybody's really doing a great job of finding a man, putting their helmet on them, and driving them back.
3rd down and 1 for the Rough Riders. Noah Dixon, he's got the corner. It'll be a Fowler TV first down. He's run out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. They'll move the chains. Good job again by that offensive line. Rough Riders right now are just beating Shawnee on the corners.
Really all across the line, but especially on the outside.
Mabry gets the corner, and he's going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards on the play. Stays inbound. The clock continues to run. Good job by Noah Dixon on the corner. Good block, and, of course, they're headed right to the legs of Colton Mabry. I think they've come to the realization that if you tackle him above the waist, you're not bringing him down. Right, and you teach that technique as you're a kid.
Yeah.
Go for their legs.
Yep.
Tackle their legs. Mabry on the carry. We'll give him a gain of a couple. We'll call it 3rd down and about 4 for the Rough Riders. Kessler in, Trey Moore out. Minerding comes in with the play from head coach Bo Fry. Kessler wide to the left. Noah Dixon in the slot. Split backfield. Give it to Dixon or Osborne on the pitch. He had an opening. He's going to be close to a Fowler TV first down. I think he's going to be about a yard short. So I think there's no doubt in this. The Rough Riders will go for it.
Yeah, they've been easily getting 2 or 3 yards minimum on most carries. I think we might see maybe that toss sweep again, although that's what they did last fourth down, so maybe they want to give that away.
Maybe Caleb Schmidt this time. They've gone wide the last couple of plays. Let's see if they go up the middle. Long count, turn, give the ball to Mabry. He's going to sweep. He's got a Fowler TV first down, and he's inside the 35-yard line.
Yeah, in other weeks we've seen people in the backfield disrupting sweeps. And you see this week there's just nobody within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage where Colton Mabry wants to run it. It's making it pretty easy for the Rough Riders and the wing T offense tonight.
1st and 10 for the Rough Riders after they picked up the Fowler TV first down. The ball is placed at the Shawnee 34-yard line. Caleb Schmidt, and he'll pick up about 4 yards on the play. He'll get it to the 30-yard line before he's brought down there by a host of Indians.
Another good hard run from Caleb Schmidt. Seeing him get more and more carries in the game. There is truly a stable of backs right now for the Riders.
Pitch goes to Osborne to the left. He's got blockers out front. Ooh. He'll pick up a Fowler TV first down. Good job by the Rough Rider offensive line, the pulling guards. That's just classic Rough Rider football right there.
Absolutely. Tough, hard nose, just marching down the field again. Shawnee's had the ball maybe twice. And
full house in the backfield. Give it to, I believe, Caleb Schmidt. We've got a Roots penalty flag on the play.
a lot of discussions tonight between the officials.
Chop block against the Rough Riders.
The dreaded chop block. Let's try to see where this was.
It's got to be on the interior of the line.
Yeah, so you can see the center, Ambrowski shoots out, and so he's engaged in the guy's legs. And then the guard on that side, number 60, Camden Roth, pushes the guy and is laying on him.
First down and 25 for the Rough Riders. Here comes a counter back with Kessler. We'll give him a gain of 4 on the play. We'll call it second down and 21. Ball is setting at the Shawnee Indians 35-yard line.
That's a tough call on St. Mary's. The guy really wasn't that, he was kind of laying on the ground. He really wasn't that engaged.
Meinerling's going to go deep. He's got Trey Moore. He's got it! Touchdown! That's a Jackalope Stash touchdown in a big way, as Aiden Meinerling had a streaking Moore.
What a throw, what a pass.
Wow.
Look at the hit that Aiden Meinerling takes. Right, had a guy right on his back.
Trey Moore just runs it down.
And that reminds me of the pass we saw last week that we said, man, that is just an inch or two away from being great to Kessler last week. Awesome concentration from Trey Moore. What a potential weapon there.
Brady Triplets, Jackalope Stash point after is good, and the Rough Riders lead. And we got a Roots Pub penalty flag on the field. We'll see what this is all about. Personal foul against the Roughriders. I think they'll just move it back on the kickoff. Offsetting penalty.
Yeah, offsetting
penalties on both the Roughriders and the Shawnee Indians, so it'll offset. The kickoff will be spotted where it normally is. We'll take a break. The Roughriders lead on the American Legion scoreboard by a score of 14-0. We'll be right back.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing, and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals, going the extra mile.
All righty, back at Shawnee Indians football stadium, you'll see that 35-yard touchdown pass from Minerding to Trey Moore.
Beautiful spiral, great concentration from Moore, pulls it in.
So this kickoff is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's. Brady Triplett will do the kicking off. Well, he moved this up to the 45 of Shawnee.
So apparently the personal foul was only against Shawnee.
Only against Shawnee, yep. It looked to me the way it originally started, it was offsetting because he did point to St. Mary's, then he pointed to Shawnee, which indicated to us that it was offsetting. And then nonetheless, it was against Shawnee only, and the Roughriders, well, this one should probably go out of the end zone with ease. Although this would be a perfect time for an onside kick.
Or a pooch kick or something, try to keep it from going in the end zone. Nope.
Well, that is gone out of the back of the end zone, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Shawnee Indians. They'll place it at their own 20-yard line. So 6:19 remaining here in the first half. Roughriders on top on the American Legion scoreboard, 14-0.
So far, a couple of fracases on the game there. Personal foul on St. Mary's, personal foul on Shawnee. Hopefully we see that sort of calm down a little bit. You really don't want to see that continue.
Yeah, usually when it's a personal foul of that nature, somebody's saying something.
Yeah.
Bacom, the quarterback. Hand the ball off to Cole Sunderland, and he's going to get tackled for a loss by the Rough Rider defense up front. A.J. Hertenstein up front, Owen Ott, Caleb Turner, and Matt Murray are the big hogs up front for the Rough Riders defense.
Shawnee's done an okay job of moving the ball, and really if their receivers wouldn't have dropped it so much, they would probably have some pretty good
nice job by
downs.
Kessler closing in on the pass, even though it was completed. Brady Bullock comes up with the reception, number 4.
This is an interesting development on that last play. They've got Owen Ott back at middle linebacker. And they've got
three down linemen.
Yeah, 3 down linemen.
Three receivers split to the left, 2 to the right. 5 receivers in this formation for the Shawnee Indians. And there's a pass, and Luke Bournes hits the receiver, number 14. That's Cole Sunderland. And as soon as the ball is tipped, he's fair game.
Yeah, and Shawnee coaches are upset about that, but I don't think it was a dirty play. He
doesn't know.
He does not know that he didn't catch the ball right there.
Right.
That is clearly after the ball's tipped.
Absolutely.
He tipped it himself. That's as clean as you get.
Yep,
He didn't lead with his helmet. Didn't go helmet to helmet.
Nope. So to bring up 4th down, it should bring on a punting situation for the Shawnee Indians.
They're going to have to call timeout, Joe. 4 seconds left on the play clock. And that's we're going to reset it. That's
so it'll
generous.
Be 4th down and 4 for the Shawnee Indians. They're going to punt the football away. Jaron Bagley, I believe, is their punter. Nice high end over end punt. No flag. Luke Bournes talking with the punter. It looked to be, it could be a roughing the punter, but I don't think it actually was.
Let's watch a replay here. He. It was a good acting job, and it was too close for comfort.
So the Rough Riders have 44 seconds here in the first half. It's been an extremely quick first half, don't you think?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. We're sitting here with 4 minutes left. Just methodical from the Riders. They're going to have some movement here on Caleb Schmidt.
Roots Pub penalty flag on the field, and we got a couple of them. Caleb Schmidt moves. You know, even though the Rough Riders are moving the football at will, these penalties here are still mental. And you cannot do these this far in the season. Not the mental aspect of the game.
Absolutely. First thing to do as a offensive player is know the count.
Split backfield in the backfield. Trey Moore has the football. He's going to break it to the outside. And he puts a shoulder down. He's going to be stopped inside. Now, are you kidding me? That's 43 seconds. I thought it was 44 when they snapped the football.
No, that's 4:40.
Oh, 4:40. I thought it was 44 seconds.
It does feel like that, doesn't it? Probably would have been 44 seconds if they would have ran it in instead of made a deep pass.
2nd down and 9. Osborne on the pitch. He's going to be. They had him in the backfield. He's going to get stopped. He's going to spin. He's going to be close to the line of scrimmage. He may have lost a little bit on the play. They are going to set the ball back at the original line of scrimmage.
Well,
so to bring up 3rd down and 10 for this Rough Rider offense.
Shawnee adjusted a little bit. They've been ready for the sweeps this time. They got more of their players outside, and their linebackers are flowing that way.
Boy, the middle's wide open if they wanted to do something, if they had an offensive pass pattern that could get somebody open. Colton Mabry will get to about the 45-yard line.
They tried to do a counter, but I don't think Bo Fry with the 14-point lead is going to take a chance here at midfield. He's going to punt it.
You know, somebody asked me a few weeks back, why don't they run like a tight end pop pass? You know, in a situation like that with nobody over the middle, he could just swing around, get behind the linebackers, and there's nobody back there in the secondaries. Brady Triplett will do the punting for the Rough Riders. Stands at his own 30-yard line. Fake punt. Mabry's got a Fowler TV first down. Wow, nice call. Nice call by the coaching staff.
He saw the same thing on that play that we saw before. Nobody in the middle there.
Yep.
Good call. That's good preparation from the St. Mary's coaching staff. They saw that on film probably.
In this Shawnee defensive scheme, if you can get through the linebackers, that second wave of defensive tacklers, boy, it's wide open. Counter back with Osborne. Osborne to the 40. That'll be another Fowler TV first down as he's stopped at about the 35-yard line. It'll be a Fowler TV first down. Kind of the Rough Rider offense running at will, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Two 2 minutes and 6 seconds on the American Legion scoreboard. We've got a timeout, a Miller Funeral Home timeout called on the field. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. I ain't saying nothing. No, I'm not.
Explore Jackalope Stash Men's Clothing Store located in downtown St. Mary's for all of your men's clothing needs. Here at this brick-and-mortar haberdashery, you will find clothing needs for every formal or informal occasion, making any man who shops at Jackalope Stash the best dressed in the room. Do you have an upcoming wedding, dance, or date night? Get fitted for a dapper tuxedo or fashionable suit. Quality, style, stash. Jackalope Stash. Visit us online, or better yet, come see us in downtown St. Mary's, where riders shop.
Back at Shawnee Football Stadium, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station, bringing you this Western Buckeye League encounter. It's hard to believe that we're headed in the home stretch of the high school football season. Of course, next week it'll be senior night. We'll be at home, and I think the Kenton Wildcats will be there.
Sure are.
And that'll be the last regular season home game, and hopefully if the Roughriders finish in the top 8 as far as a computer standing, we'll have a first-round playoff game. But then the final 2 games will be on the road. Mabry squares his shoulders. We'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play.
Kenton's got their usual high-powered passing offense going on this year. They don't quite have a defense that's been able to stop very many people, but they cannot be taken lightly either.
Noah Dixon on the sweep, cuts it up, runs right into the tackler, but not before he picks up a gain of about 5 on the play. I think we have another Miller Funeral Home timeout on the field. This will be a long one, so we'll take a break. We're going to come back. The Rough Riders lead on the American Legion scoreboard, 14-0 over the Shawnee Indians. And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet. I want to remind folks along the way, stay tuned for our Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub halftime show. We've got a quite an interesting trivia question coming your way, thanks to our friend Joe Ginner, who, I'll tell you what, he digs these out. I don't know where he digs these out, but these are good ones, so stick around for that. We'll bring that to you at halftime. Minerding, he's got Kessler. Oh,
they want a flag there.
No flag.
I think that's a good no call, though. I mean, there was some contact with Kessler, but that was because he was reaching back for the ball. Yeah, he's in. We'll take a look at that with rules of the game this week. They're sending out the field goal team, though, Joe. Oh, no, send out the offense. Nice pocket for Meyerding. Lots of time to throw. Little underthrown, though.
Yeah, just a little underthrown. Trey Moore wide to the right. Kessler, top of your screen. Long count, turn, give the ball to Mabry. Mabry's going to try to get the corner. He's to about the 24-yard line. He's going to have another Fowler TV first down. He got the corner.
Huge fourth down conversion for the Riders. That's what, kind of confidence in your offense tonight, knowing that you can get 5 yards. You don't mind taking a shot at the end zone on third down like that.
Exactly.
Good job from Dominic Osborne. Nice little block there, giving Colton room to run to the end.
Kessler, Osborne, Caleb Schmidt up the middle. He'll be at the 20-yard line, so we'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. We've got a Miller Funeral Home timeout called by the St. Mary's Roughriders with 1:17 remaining in the first half. On the American Legion scoreboard, Roughriders up by 14. We'll be right back. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Roughriders will have the football, second down, and we'll call it 7 with the nose of the football resting just shy of the 20-yard line.
Joe, you're talking about the eccentric Joe Ginter. Wanted to talk a little bit about Ditchman, the play, the sequel, featuring the Hodag, coming on Saturday, October 19th, 7 p.m., Sunday, October 20th, 2 p.m. at the St. Mary's Theater and Grand Opera House, directed, of course, by Joe Ginter.
Should be a good one. Meinerding rolls. He's going to tuck it and go. Nice move there. Sidesteps a would-be tackler. And he gets a gain of a couple. He's inside about the 20-yard line. Of course, they are inside the Sean Barnett Electrical Red Zone.
St. Mary's has just one timeout. Shawnee has 2 timeouts, and St. Mary's opts to let the clock run and go for a second play here on third down.
Meinerding. Trey Moore. He's got it. He's got it caught at about the 7-yard line. So we've got
nice route from Trey Moore, just a little 10-yard in there, or a little hook route. Good job from Aiden Meinerding.
Another Fowler TV first down, first and goal for the Roughriders at the 7-yard line. And we've got another Miller Funeral Home timeout on the field. This will be another long one, so we'll take a break. We'll come right back.
TSC is bringing fiber optic high-speed internet to your rural community. Power your household with upload and download speeds as high as 1 gigabit. GigaSpire technology provides blazing fast speeds and whole home coverage so you can enjoy an unrivaled online experience. At TSC, we look forward to bringing you hometown local service, saving you money, and welcoming you to the TSC Gigahood.
35 ticks of the clock remaining here in the first half from Shawnee Football Stadium. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. Glad to have you along. It'll be first and goal for the Roughriders. The ball will be placed at the Shawnee 7-yard line. As I said, 35 seconds. Plenty of time for the Roughriders to put 6 more points on the board before halftime. Kessler wide to the left.
Be interesting with one timeout for St. Mary's to see what they decide to do here.
Noah Dixon, he'll turn it up, and he'll get it to about the 5-yard line while he is met by a host of Shawnee Indian defenders.
Usually when you have a timeout like that, you call 2 quick. If you're going to run it, you call 2 quick running plays, and you say.
And they're lining up.
Yep.
Noah Dixon lines up on the wrong side, down to 15 ticks. Pitch, it goes to Osborne. Osborne gets it inside. He's going to be out of bounds at about inside the 1, I would think. With 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Good job by Osborne to get out of bounds. The ball is placed at the 2-yard line. We'll call it third down and goal. This will probably be the last play of the first half. It would be nice if the Roughriders could punch it in here.
I think they should be. They got a timeout, so I think if they do a quick fullback dive or maybe QB sneak, they're going to call a timeout quick.
Turn. Osborne, touchdown. Just like that. The Jackalope Stash touchdown from 3 yards out by Dominic Osborne, and the Roughriders lead 20-0 on the American Legion scoreboard with a Jackalope Stash point after to come off the foot of Brady Triplett.
Well executed drive from the Riders. Good clock management there in the last few plays, and good decisions from Osborne getting out of bounds and then gets in the end zone.
Luke Ramble to hold. The ball is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. A Jackalope Stash point after touchdown. So with 5 ticks remaining here in the first half on the American Legion scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Roughriders 21, the Shawnee Indians nothing. We'll be back with the Varsity Lanes kickoff right after this.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Roughriders!
Are you looking for a fun place to grab a bite to eat and a few drinks? Then stop by Roots Pub on Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's. The kitchen is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The food menu still has all the classic favorites, but now also has some tasty new options. Roots Pub always has a game on and has live entertainment every weekend from some of the best bands around. Check out our Facebook page for a full entertainment schedule and daily food specials. Roots Pub, your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere.
5 seconds remaining here in the first half. Rough Riders on top, 21-0. Brady Triplett will kick this Varsity Lanes kickoff to the Shawnee Indians.
I'm going to give a shout-out to everybody watching us in Roots Pub back in St. Mary's.
And at Varsity Lanes.
And at American Legion, Post
and
323. And the B-Dubs.
And B-Dubs. And the kick goes into the end zone, so the Shawnee Indians will have it at their own 20-yard line with 5 seconds remaining.
Had some Roots Pub delivered to the office this week. Some Sidewinder fries. Very good, Joe. Some loaded Sidewinder fries.
Loaded. Well, we've got secondary sitting at about the 50-yard line.
I know we got a lot of people watching from all over. We've got a nice group of people watching from Idlewild, some former coaches. I'll give a shout out to all of them watching us back around the lake.
Rough Riders in a prevent defense. Caleb Bacon goes back for the pass. He'll roll to his right, and he's going to launch one, and it'll be
out of bounds.
Out of bounds, and that will be the end of the first half with the score on the American Legion scoreboard. The St. Mary's Rough Riders 21. The Shawnee Indian, well, we can't end on a penalty, can we?
It might be a post-play penalty.
Roots Pub penalty flag on the play.
I was wondering if, Owen Ott hit the quarterback a little late. It's a close one, but.
Keep an eye on number 44 right there. He's got him in his sights. Boom.
Ball's out of his hand. Got to hold up on that.
So the play half cannot end on a penalty, so there'll be one more final play here in the first half. The Shawnee Indians will have it at their own 35-yard line. You're kidding me. All right, this is unique and odd and different. We're going to take a break real quick. We'll be right back with the final play of the first half right after this.
Hey there, Rough Rider Country. If you need a van, truck, car, SUV, motorcycle, camper, boat, or any other form of transportation, come on down to Shaft Auto Sales. I know you got vehicle needs, and I got needs too. I need to know that you got the right kind of truck to get the job done. And I need to know that you got a fun set of wheels to cruise around in. And I need to know that your kids are safe when you take them for a ride.
Thanks, Aaron High, the car guy.
I'm Aaron High, the car guy with Shaft Auto Sales. I sell cars to Rough Rider fans, because that's what I am, and that's who I care about.
In all honesty, you said it during the break, with no time on the clock, that was literally a Miller Funeral Home dead ball timeout.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because there's no time on the clock, so it's a dead ball.
And now they just added 1 second, so I guess we
absolutely
no longer a dead ball timeout.
Not any longer.
Nope.
1 second.
1 second left.
All right. Well, they make it a little more exciting than I would have liked it to be, but nonetheless, a good play by the Shawnee Indians to end the first half. So now we got another Roots Pub penalty flag on the field. Sitting down there arguing his case is Matt Murray, so I kind of wonder if something was said again.
The official made a motion to a helmet.
Oh, they're looking at a targeting. Now, how they going to determine this?
He made a fist motion to his head.
Here's.
Are they saying the guy at the end there? He didn't really touch him though.
I thought the guy was on the ground and he spun him around when the. So how do you determine this? Because there's no way you can replay this and look at it.
So I think that we've been on 0 seconds. I don't think. So these have been untimed downs.
Now see when he goes to that's not it. That's not it. And but his head is right there, so they're not even touching right there.
No, I mean he may have led with his head down, but he didn't
actually hit it.
Hit the guy.
So anyhow, when it's all said and done, its ball is placed at the 24-yard line. We'll still have. When was the last time you've seen 3 plays run with 1 second left on the clock?
Absolutely bizarre.
Seriously? We got a timeout called by the Roughriders, a Miller Funeral Home timeout. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
All righty, back at Shawnee Indian Stadium. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, where this has been one crazy ending to a half that I've ever seen. 3 plays run by the Shawnee Indians with 1 tick remaining on the clock. Never seen such a thing. Now what would be fitting...
It's going to be a long rules of the game show this week, Joe.
Now what would be fitting in this and be just, poetic justice would be if they fumbled it and the Roughriders took it to the end zone and scored.
Yeah.
Then...
Or a pick.
Bacon back. Here comes the Roughrider defense. He's just launching it to the end zone.
Ooh.
And I think
hit him a little early.
I think that's going to be the end of the first half.
Wow.
That could have been very easily called a possible pass interference call, but nonetheless, we'll see it here as we go to break.
Good job from the D-line, getting some pressure.
Oh yeah. So I see nothing. The Shawnee Indians trail the Roughriders at half by a score of 21-0. We'll be back with the Guarneri Pizzeria and Pub halftime show when we come back to Shawnee Stadium right after this.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
Hi, I'm Jay Gibson, proud owner of Varsity Lanes since 2003. Visit Varsity Lanes for exceptional fun and mouth-watering food. Opt for our classic ham and cheese or choose from various other delectable options. Every Friday night, join Roughrider fans in the lounge for food, drinks, and St. Mary's football. Can't make it? Takeout and delivery services available. Varsity Lanes is your go-to spot for daily lunch specials and dinner options. Whether you dine in, take out, or opt for delivery, Varsity Lanes, locally owned and operated, and the home of state bowling champions, and where amazing dining meets fun. Tempted? Visit or call us now. Have you made the call yet?
We did.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Roughrider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Roughriders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Roughrider Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Roughrider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Call Guarneri's during or after the game to place your pickup order for pizza, wings, or hoagies at 419-394-2244. Remember, Guarneri's, home of the signature Big Ralph.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters has been a pillar of support for all St. Mary's athletes for well over 40 years. Our current membership drive is ongoing, and it has its perks. Consider joining in support of the St. Mary's athletes. Join us at the game or scan the QR code. Go Riders!
Back at Shawnee High School Football Stadium, Joe Hurlburt alongside Zach Farrell. We are at halftime, and you see on your screen the St. Mary's Memorial All-Brass Band performing for the crowd here at Indian Stadium. Zach, we're going to a lot of things going on in St. Mary's over the next month or two when the holiday season gets underway with this event right here.
Yeah, so while SMAV's doing a great job out here, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the events back in St. Mary's. Hope everyone in town is able to come out and support the city through different ways, either through the city or through some of the smart events. First off, we have Scream 2024, the Haunted Armory. October 18th, 19th, 25th, and 26th, 2024 from 7 to 11 p.m. Tickets are $10 each. This is going to be pretty cool.
It will be.
A lot of people getting back in the Armory. The Scream event went to it last year. It was a haunted trail from Casey Geiger into town. Very cool. This year in the Armory, in the basement, we're going to have concessions and refreshments. Hope everybody's able to come out to that. Also then, at the St. Mary's Theater, just to keep you in the Halloween spirit, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, Saturday, October 26th, 11 p.m. That's going to be $5 per person. Free popcorn, Joe, for those who show up in costume or with a ticket stub from the Scream 2024 at the Haunted Armory.
Oh, cool.
So save your ticket stub if you go to the Scream event and get some free popcorn for the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
This was a big deal when I was a kid because, actually people go dressed up, and they're actually part of so they can act them into the movie. And it gets to be a lot of fun.
Big cult movie, lots of fans, and they have certain sayings that they'll scream in the theater. Hopefully, we have some big Rocky Horror fans in St. Mary's able to come out to that. We talked about the Ditchman already. That is Saturday, October 19th and 20th. Seats are $15. Yours truly is starring in it as a football coach.
Imagine that. How fitting.
It's been fun. It's great. If anyone came out to the first one, I didn't know what to expect, and thought, what could be coming out of the mind of Joe Ginner here? It was a fun show. The actors did a great job. It's not a serious play. It's very fun, kind of science fiction-y. But this one, I will tell you, is even funnier than the first one. So if you thought this first one was good, come out and see the sequel.
Well,
featuring the Hodag.
The Hodag, and I was going to just touch on that. The Hodag is around St. Mary's is folklore.
Yeah.
There always used to be a thing that there was a Hodag, a sea monster of some sort, that was in Grand Lake, St. Mary's, that made its way around, and every now and then you'd be able to see the hump, very similar like the Loch Ness Monster, but it was called the Hodag. But this
cryptid.
But this time the Hodag will be featured in this show. It should be a good time.
And then we also have Unclouded Day coming to the St. Mary's Theater and Grand Opera House on Sunday, October 13th at 4 p.m. Unclouded Day is patriotic, gospel, and traditional sacred music. Should be a great show. This is a group that travels around, and they do a great show everywhere that they go. I've looked at some of the music, and it's going to be really, really, really neat. Palm of Praise, I'm Feeling Fine. Heaven's Going to Be My Home. Wayfaring Stranger. Some God Bless America. And I'm just giving you a little bit because there are probably 20 songs here that I could give you. So lots of events at the theater, and we hope that, and also at the Armory, we hope anybody out there is able to participate. Come check those out.
Well, while we got a time before we go to break, and then we'll come back with the stats, I'm going to give you tonight's Roughrider trivia question. I'll tell you, listen closely to this because this is a long one, but it's very interesting. And this was new to me. So here's the question. Back on September 19th, 1970, the college football game between the Xavier Musketeers and the Miami Redskins was dubbed the Ryder Bowl. Xavier featured former Rough Riders Jeff Hewer, John Heaston, and Evan Jolitz. The Miami Redskins featured former Rough Riders Tim Fortney and one of their assistant coaches, Floyd Keith. What iconic pro stadium was the site of this classic matchup? So once again, back on September 19th, 1970, the college football game between the Xavier Musketeers and the Miami Redskins was dubbed the Ryder Bowl because Xavier featured former Rough Riders Jeff Hewer, John Heaston, and Evan Jolitz. Miami featured former Rough Riders Tim Fortney and one of their assistant coaches, Floyd Keith. What iconic pro stadium was the site of this classic matchup? So you can text your answer in the comments, even on our Facebook page. We'll take a look at them and we'll give you the answer later on here in the football game. But it was a classic. Evan Jolitz, who played for Xavier, later went on and was drafted and played a few years with the Cincinnati Bengals. So he made it to the pro level. So that's tonight's trivia question. And again, as I said, text your answer in the comment section of our Rider Nation Station comments section or on our Facebook page. We're going to step away. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. Zach will take a look at the numbers in the first half. We'll do that and more as we step away. The Rough Riders lead on the American Legion scoreboard, 21-0. We'll be right back.
The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation is proud to support St. Mary's athletics. We invite you to become a member of the Alumni Foundation by checking out our website at www.mhsaf.com or checking us out on Facebook. Good luck, Riders.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their three-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
I'm Larry Gruber, longtime educator and St. Mary's wrestling coach. If you're in need for any electrical upgrades, whether big or small, for your business or home, reach out to Sean Barnett Electrical at 567-259-8343. Wondering what it would cost to have a generator for your home or business? Contact Sean Barnett Electrical for a complimentary estimate for installation and yearly maintenance. Trying to do electrical work on your own can be shocking and painful. Yow! I'm in Sean's corner, and Sean will be in yours for all your electrical needs.
All righty, back at Shawnee Indian Football Stadium, Joe Hurwood alongside Zach Farrell. And Zach's looking over the answers to our trivia question. As while he's doing that, he's also going to be giving you the statistics in the first half. Once again, here's Zach.
Yeah, looking at some of the statistics, St. Mary's 13 first downs, Shawnee 5, but I think 3 or 4 of them came on that last interesting drive.
Three or four of them came in on the last second.
In the last second, right. The untimed down. We're going to start showing some of those plays from that untimed down while we're going through some of the statistics here. So you can just cut me off, Joe, if you wanted to point anything out.
No, you're good.
Looking at total yards, St. Mary's 215, Shawnee 79. St. Mary's is 3 for 5 passing with 1 touchdown. Shawnee is 5 for 10. St. Mary's has 48 net passing yards. Shawnee has 51. St. Mary's has 36 rushes for 167 yards. Shawnee sitting with 8 rushes for 28 yards. Penalties looming large for St. Mary's. 7 penalties for 85 yards. 3 penalties for Shawnee for 30 yards. St. Mary's 5 for 9 on third down conversions. Shawnee just 1 for 4. St. Mary's Shawnee has 2 punts for an average of 41.5 yards per punt. And St. Mary's' average drive start is their own 38.3 yard line. Shawnee's average drive start is their own 21 yard line. Time of possession, St. Mary's sitting with 17 minutes and 43 seconds to Shawnee's 6 minutes and 17 seconds. Aiden Meinerding is 3 for 5 with 48 yards and 1 touchdown. Dominic Osborne, 12 rushes, 55 yards and a touchdown. Colton Mabry, 10 rushes, 65 yards. Caleb Schmidt, 6 rushes, 21 yards. So Dominic Osborne is averaging 4.6 yards a carry. Colton Mabry averaging 6.5 yards per carry. And Caleb Schmidt averaging 3.5 yards per carry. Trey Moore, 2 catches for 47 yards, as long as being a 35-yard touchdown. Looking at Shawnee, Caleb Bacombe, quarterback, 5 for 10, 51 yards. Dalton Hobson, 3 rushes for 12 yards. Cole Sunderland, 3 rushes for 4 yards. Caleb Bacombe, 2 rushes for 12 yards. Reese Davidson, 2 catches for 33 yards. And Brady Bullock, 2 catches for 13 yards. Not very much offense on the Shawnee side. Really just that last crazy drive there with an untimed down and several penalties. Really their only true shot at scoring any points in the first half. St. Mary's offensive line especially, dominating. We are seeing them get to some 3rd and 4th downs, but it doesn't really seem like they're ever really too worried that they're not going to be able to get that down. We saw a big fake punt on a 4th and 5.
Yep.
So a couple trick plays from St. Mary's, but and some surprises from St. Mary's. A nice deep touchdown thrown in there in the first half. It's been a pretty good game, pretty complete game for St. Mary's, except for the penalties.
Absolutely, and Bo has alluded to it. Coach Fry has alluded to it in a lot of the Bo Fry shows that we've done through the course of the season. About they're probably one of the most penalized teams in the Western Buckeye League, and he just doesn't know if they've got a bullseye on their back or if they're actually doing it. And there's some instances here, I think it's and that's the mental aspect of this game. Some of these, with a second to go, you should not have 3 penalties in that 1 second.
Well, some of them we saw the roughing the passer was absolutely the right call.
Yep,
the ball was out of his hand. And the problem is when you get a reputation for that,
they look for it
more. And so if you are more penalized, then all of a sudden, well, hey, look, they just did that there on the roughing the passer. Well, look, it looked like the guy was targeting with his helmet down here.
Yeah.
And some of that, whether it be intentional or not, goes through the officials' heads.
Exactly.
So you got to get that out of the guys because you got to reverse that reputation. Bad reputations follow people.
Absolutely. I want to give a shout out to Rosalie Parmalee, who's watching Rider Nation Station Roughrider football tonight, and she's in I don't want to say the great state of Michigan, but she's in Lansing, Michigan, watching tonight's ball game. Of course, some of the games going on around the Western Buckeye League tonight. Let's see if I can get you some scores.
While you're giving scores out, Joe, I think I also want to give a special shout out to Jake Sutton, St. Mary's police chief. Today was his party, retirement day.
Yep. 26 years.
26 years with the police force, yeah.
Absolutely. So we wish him well on his next chapter of his life. So in games around the Western Buckeye League, some interesting games. Salina leads Bath at the half, 21-14. Defiance leads Elida at the half, 14-0. Wapak leads Kenton at the half, 21-7. Van Wert leads OG at the half, 28-14. Of course, our score here, 21-0. And then I always have to check down to see how Marion Local's doing. Of course, they are the number one team in the state. They're predicted to repeat again. They lead Fort Recovery at the half, 48-0.
Wow.
So when they come rolling in for the second half, the running clock will be in effect, and that second half will last about 20, 25 minutes, and they'll be done with that one. But
Joe, I found out something today, and this, I don't know if you knew this, but apparently there was something passed with the OHSAA that says that teams can opt to play in D1. And I couldn't find much about it today, and we'll have to talk to this week maybe the coaches and to the officials, but and I'm not suggesting Marion Local would ever jump from D7 to D1, but we've talked about them before playing potentially a division up, or how good would they be in D3? How good would they be in D4?
Exactly.
How good maybe would they be in D2 or D1? But apparently something was passed this year where teams can opt in at the beginning of the playoffs to play in D1. And I don't know if that's only D2 teams are able to go up to D1, or if they'll allow any division to go up to D1. And it was only a move from up to D1,
lower to higher,
lower to D1. It was nothing that I read said anything about D7 to 6 or 5 to 4 or 3 to 2.
Yeah.
It was only D1.
Interesting. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We'll give you the answer to tonight's halftime trivia question. We'll do that as the Guarneri Pizzeria and Pub halftime show continues from Shawnee Stadium right after this.
The importance of quality driver's education for our teens is essential. Capabilities has provided classroom and in-car driving instruction for St. Mary's and surrounding communities for over 20 years. Live classroom and online options are available for our students. Capabilities also administers the Ohio BMV driver's exam for our students and the general public. Contact Capabilities today to learn more about our driver's education services.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
In need of a marketing idea for your business or organization? From concept to execution, we are your go-to for promotional products, signage, apparel, print materials, graphic design, and fundraising. Freedom Marketing Strategies is a Roughrider-owned business with over 50 years of marketing, graphic design, and fundraising support. Call Sissy or Gail today to get started.
Wait, though.
All righty, we welcome you back to Shawnee Indian Football Stadium. Let's take a look again at our trivia question tonight, and here's the question. Back on September 19th, 1970, the college football game between the Xavier Musketeers and the Miami Redskins was dubbed the Ryder Bowl. Xavier featured former Rough Riders Jeff Ewer, John Heaston, and Evan Jolitz. Miami featured former Rough Riders Tim Fortney and once of their assistant coaches Floyd Keith. What iconic pro stadium was the site of this classic matchup? We had a lot of correct answers on this. It was played in Cincinnati at Riverfront Stadium. So the answer is Riverfront Stadium. Zach will look through our correct answers, and we'll have a winner for you. And you can see it right there on our screen. Riverfront will be the Ryder Bowl, September 19th. And there's a little bit of information about it. Jeff Ewer, John Heaston, and Evan Jolitz for Xavier. Jeff Ewer was the brother of Rough Rider outstanding running back Craig Ewer. John Heaston, I remember, was an outstanding basketball player for Rough Riders. And, of course, Evan Jolitz eventually went on, was drafted, as I mentioned, by the Cincinnati Bengals, played some time in the NFL. So that was cool. And then, of course, Tim Fortney went on to Miami University. He was drafted by the New England Patriots, and he wasn't able to pass the schedule. Let's put that picture back up. Was that this year's golf team?
Yes, it was. So
congratulations to them as they move on to the boys' state golf tournament.
Yeah, Brendan Stager, Blake Dingledine, Braylon Lampert, Kafen Bear, Hayden Roby. Congratulations.
Although it's not the first time the boys have gone to state in golf.
Not the best quality picture we have. Sorry, boys. little pixelated, but
there you go.
We appreciate those guys. Maybe we'll have a chance to honor them on the field next week.
It'll be nice to get somebody up here like the coach.
Absolutely.
Maybe next week when we're at home.
Absolutely.
That would be good. So right now, both teams have concluded their warm-ups in preparation of the second half. The Roughriders heading to their sideline. The Shawnee Indians special teams gathering at about the 25-yard line. So we're just about ready to get this one underway here in the second half. Roughriders lead by a score of 21-0. As I mentioned, next week we will be home for their senior night. It'll be the last regular season home game for the Roughriders in 2024 as they take on the Kenton Wildcats. And then the following 2 weeks we'll be on the road at Elida, and we'll wrap up the 2024 season on the road against the Bath Wildcats. And hopefully the Roughriders will finish in the computer polls in their region in the top 8, which will give them the opportunity to host a first-round playoff game. So we're hoping that all pans out. But again, as Coach Fry would say, we got to just take care of us. Let the chips fall where they may, and we'll deal with them when it comes. But right now, we just got to take care of it and play Rough Rider football. And I hope he's talked to them at halftime about cleaning up the penalties and the crazy and the stupid mistakes on the field.
And you're up 21-0 too. You don't want to get personal fouls on your guys.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to start fighting and get somebody hurt. Joe, I want to. We got a winner, Russell Taylor.
Well,
Russell Taylor.
Congratulations to Russell Taylor.
We had almost 25 correct answers between text messages, Facebook messaging, and then comments.
Kessler goes down the middle, and he's tackled at about the 31-yard line. So congratulations to Russell Taylor. A Roots Pub penalty flag on the field. It's dropped at about the 35-yard line. But congratulations to Russell Taylor. He can pick up his gift card for a 15-inch pizza at Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub next week during normal business hours across the street at Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. So, again, congratulations, Russell Taylor. The answer, they played the Ryder Bowl in Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati.
So I think we had a block in the back call on Luke Bournes. If you see right as the right coming into the screen right now, Bournes just pushes him down on the backside there.
1st and 10, man in motion is Kessler. Turn right up the middle is Osborne. Luke Ramble in the ball game, number 8 for the Rough Riders. He'll line up at halfback. We're just underway here in the third quarter from Shawnee Indian Football Stadium. Rider Nation Station. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, glad to have you along wherever you may be watching. Thanks for participating in our Rough Rider trivia question. Osborne will bounce it to the outside. He'll pick up a Fowler TV first down, and we got a face mask called on the play. And that'll give the Rough Riders another 15 yards. And the Rough Riders are starting off the second half in pretty good shape.
Well, we could see it. We could see it from up here across the field, and I think every single official on the field threw a flag on that one.
Yeah. Good job by Osborne bouncing it to the outside. There's the penalty face mask. When you see his head go down to his chest, good chance it's a face mask call.
Dalton Hobson just a
guilty party.
Yep, little hand too close to that face mask when he's tackling, but Dominic Osborne, it's hard to bring down otherwise.
So the Rough Riders in Shawnee Indian territory give the ball to Caleb Schmidt, and he'll get it to the 40-yard line, so we'll give him a gain of 6 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 4. Boy, just an absolutely picture-perfect night for high school football.
It is. Not really much wind at all.
Flag is not even blowing.
Nope. Good night to pass the ball, you know.
And we did.
Yep.
Noah Dixon, and he's going to be close to a Fowler TV first down. I think he's going to be a little bit short, and I think he's going to go out. I think he was pulled backwards, and I think that was kind of the result of a little bit of injury to his legs, I believe. But he'll run off. It'll be third down. We'll call it 2 for this Rough Rider offense.
So far, a lot of esprit de corps from the Rough Rider offense. Very enthusiastic, coming to the line, a lot of energy. They want to put another touchdown on the board.
Mabry. It'll be a Fowler TV first down, and he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line, and we'll call it the 31. So it'll be 1st and 10 Rough Riders.
Seen a couple tackles today that have been close to horse collars. Yep. But I like to see that called very rarely. You know, it better be very obvious, in my opinion.
We should have movement. We should have a penalty flag called on the defensive line for the Shawnee Indians. Let's take a look at that again. You'll see the guy on the right side of Shawnee's line.
Yeah, the right end definitely jumped. And it doesn't matter if he gets back across the line.
There he jumps right there.
If he goes into the neutral zone, it's supposed to be called.
So it'll be second down. We'll call it 6 for this Rough Rider offense. Terry Zimborski, the 5'10 senior, out over the ball. Osborne will go to the left. He'll cut it up, and he'll get a gain of about 3 on the play. We'll call it
Shawnee's,
third down and 2.
Shawnee's running a whole new line in here. It looks like a hockey match. But you can see why they put those guys in there. Those are the short yardage guys.
Yep. So we'll call it third down and 2 for the Rough Rider offense. Full house in the backfield. Minerding under center. Turn. Give the ball to Schmidt. He's going to, they're going to mark it from where
he's got to have it because the first down marker's on the 21, and they're marking it in between that.
It'll be a Fowler TV first down.
Yep. He did that on his own, though, because he was falling down well before the first down marker and just sort of kept his feet running and barely got that. But let's watch this again. See, he goes down, boom. Ooh, his knee was close.
1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. Ball is placed at the 21-yard line. Turn. Minerding. He's got the corner. And nice defensive play there by the Shawnee defensive back. I thought Minerding was going to have, he's got everybody coming to the right. He goes to the left, and you're right, it was a naked boot. There was nobody out there to block, but he didn't fool everybody.
Yeah, the Shawnee team's not really the type that's flowing very hard one way or another, right. So you're not going to catch them.
Isaac Meeks was the one on the stop for Shawnee. Caleb Schmidt to the 10, to the 5. He's inside the 5. Will be brought down at about the 4-yard line. So to bring up 1st and goal as the Rough Riders are in the Sean Barnett Electrical red zone. No flags.
Same looking trap that we saw him run for a touchdown last week at Van Wert. Good blocking up front.
1st and goal at the 3 for the blue and gold. 6:56 remaining. Quarterback sneak by Minerding. He got the 3 yards. Anytime. Touchdown, Rough Riders. A jackalope stash. Touchdown run by Aiden Minerding on the quarterback sneak of 3 yards. I'll tell you what, 3 yards is a good push by your offensive line.
Absolutely. We've seen them all night. That's why I said I think the way to attack the Shawnee team is just straight on. You're not going to catch them flowing a lot of different ways with the misdirections and the counters.
Luke Rammel will hold. Brady Triplett will attempt the Jackalope Stash PAT. The snap is back. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 6:46 remaining on the American Legion scoreboard, Rough Riders on top, 28-0. We'll be back right after this.
St. Mary's traditions include football, SMAB, and Fowler's TV. Founded in 1957 by Richard and Peggy, Fowler's TV is celebrated, like a Roughrider first down, for its dedication to high-quality electronics, custom installations of indoor and outdoor TVs, Sonos sound systems, surveillance systems, and so much more. With 12 months of special financing available on approved credit, shopping local has never been better. Fowler's knowledgeable and friendly staff uphold the tradition of exceptional customer care, servicing only what they sell with the same or next day service.
Back at Shawnee Indian Football Stadium, Joe Hurlbert alongside my colleague and partner in crime, Zach Farrell. Rough Riders on top by a score of 28-0 with 6:46 remaining here in the third quarter. This Rough Rider kickoff is brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes. We want to thank all those fine folks out there watching tonight's game. We'll give them a shout out. They can give us a shout out back while they're there watching the game.
A lot of great plays and highlights that'll be on the St. Mary's Foundry highlight film tomorrow. Some lowlights that Coach Fry's not going to like, but
yep. Nice return by Jaron Bagley, just a sophomore. So the Shawnee Indians will have it first down in the Rough Rider territory to start their first possession of the second half. Not good coverage by this defensive team. You see right there, missed tackle.
No, just let the blockers just hold them up instead of getting past them and getting into their lanes. Good patience from the runner, but he really didn't have to do much. He was able to get to like the 30, 35-yard line.
Yep.
Not even touched.
So it'll be up to this Rough Rider defense to keep this shutout intact. Caleb Bacon keeps the ball, and he is brought down. We've got a Roots penalty flag on the field.
I think we got a little bit of extracurriculars from one of the Shawnee players. At least that's how it was. That's who they're pointing at.
Matt Murray in on the stop. So the Rough Riders will decline the penalty?
No, they picked up the flag.
Oh, they picked up the flag. They picked it up. Thank you.
Interesting.
So they gave him a gain of 1. We'll call it second down and 9. 3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right, 1 lone setback beside Caleb Bacon. He's going to drop back, looking for a receiver. The ball is tipped and falls incomplete. So it'll bring up third down and 9 for the Shawnee Indians. Obviously, this will bring up a passing situation. So this will bring up a Rough Rider defense. Minster Bank money down for this defense.
I bet that wide receiver's glad that got tipped because if he caught that, there were a couple guys there ready to unload on him.
Third and 9 for the Indians. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 lone setback besides Bacon. And one more time, we got a Roots Pub penalty flag.
We're going to call a false start here on number 3, near side of the field.
Well, that would probably make a coach upset because he's the wide receiver and he's basically looking at the football. Is not supposed to, and he goes on the football.
Yeah, just a little hitch I think before the ball was snapped, and we've seen that enough this year.
Third down and 14 now for the Indians. Caleb Bacon, the quarterback. Got a man in motion. Here comes the Rough Rider defense. They've got him.
Sack.
And it's a Spring Street Storage sack.
Taylor Compton.
Taylor Compton gets it, so here comes the Shawnee Indians. They'll be on to punt the football.
Just a sophomore, making big plays each week for the defense.
Yep.
Great job by the whole D-line, though, creating that urgency from the quarterback, giving Compton a lane to get him.
Good job by A.J. Hertenstein. Forced him up into the pocket and right into the arms of a waiting Taylor Compton.
That went from a ball position where you'd say it's probably definitely going to go for it on fourth down.
Oh, he got it away. Wasn't pretty, but he got it away. And it's going to roll inside the 25-yard line, and probably, in all honesty, the Roughriders probably should have had this one. And we have a
penalty.
I'm thinking high snap, he bobbles it, goes to the ground, and right there they should have had him. I see a penalty flag somewhere on about the S.
So I think they're going to talk about this. I do think that it is roughing the kicker. It doesn't matter if he bobbled the ball. We talked about this before, rules of the game. It doesn't matter who kicks the ball. If the ball is kicked, they're supposed to be protected after they kick it, and they got tackled. Unless it was tipped. There's no. Yeah, it's roughing the kicker.
Yeah, it's gonna. Is that an automatic first down, or are they going to just move it up?
I think it's just yardage in high school, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
So
that's
number 12, Luke Bournes, and it's hard to say what to tell him to do something different because the guy's bobbling the ball, running around back there.
Yeah.
You don't want him to run the ball, but that's part of the rule. They're sending defense out. I think it must be an automatic first down.
So the Shawnee Indian. Well, wait a minute. They haven't moved the ball marker from the 49-yard line. So they haven't marked it off yet.
Yeah, they're getting ready to mark it.
So it should be an automatic first down. So the Shawnee Indians will have it 1st and 10. The ball will be placed at the Roughrider 34-yard line.
It's a tough call, but it's the right call. It's just a kind of a screwy part of the game. If he gets that kickoff, he's protected.
Here, read this stat.
Another penalty.
This is what we got prior to this one.
So right now, not including this penalty, we're at 9 penalties for 110 yards.
Now this was on Shawnee, so the Roughriders still have 9 penalties for 110 yards.
Let's try to see what this was about, sort of during the play. Oh, right there, number 13. Threw a guy, hand to the helmet.
So we'll march that one off 15 yards.
So watch number 13 here, receiver at the bottom of the screen. After the play, sort of throws the guy by the helmet.
1st and 24 for the Shawnee Indians. Ball is at the Roughrider 48. Pregame goes back. He's going deep, and he had a receiver that split the defense. Got behind a little bit behind Ryan Ruvol, but was just overthrown by a couple of steps. So it'll be 2nd down and 24 for the Indians.
Yeah, I had a couple guys open that time. Could have tried to throw it deep there to the right side. Had a guy open short, but clearly looking for a bigger gain there. Nice job from our camera crew.
Wide open receiver. He's going to cut to the outside, and he is tackled. He's going to be short, but a good gain by the Shawnee Indians.
Yeah, that's just a wide open zone there from St. Mary's. They're
Brogan.
clearly playing deep, trying to prevent the deep ball, but
Michael Garlock, the senior wide receiver for Shawnee, on the reception. It'll be third down. We'll call it 3. Obviously, the Indians 4-down territory.
Oh!
Jacob Kessler tried to jump the route, and if he would have caught that one, that would have been a pick 6 for sure.
Good pressure. St. Mary's dialed up a blitz here. I think Cameron Dammeyer may have gotten a little bit of a finger on it. Jacob Kessler almost with a big play.
Fourth down, we'll call it 3 for the Indians. Big play here for the Roughrider defense. Here comes the Roughrider defense. The pump fake goes deep, and it's picked off.
It's one of those where you tell them you want them just to throw the ball, just to knock it down. Don't pick it off, because you're better off taking it with the turnover on downs. But you never know what can happen when you intercept it. So
Parker Beam on the pick.
Good job from Parker Beam. That's a Spring Street Storage turnover.
Absolutely. Parker Beam.
St. Mary's not tricked by the pump and go.
So the Roughriders will have a ways to go. Ball is placed at the Roughrider 3-yard line, so we'll see what happens here. Boy,
Jacob Kessler with the run.
Jacob Kessler picks up good yardage. Gives them a little breathing room. They'll mark the ball at the 11-yard line. We'll call it 2nd down and 3 for this Roughrider offense. 3:34 remaining here in the third quarter.
It really shows the faith that the St. Mary's coaches have right now in their offensive line. Yeah. You don't usually see a sweep or something like that out of the end zone running sideways.
Our camera crew taking you right inside the huddle of the Roughrider offense.
Mabry
will pick up a Fowler TV first down. It'll be at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10, blue and gold. Boy, nice shot there by our camera crew. I think Doug Spencer there. Nice job by Colton Mabry.
Nice looking trap right there. Sealed off the nose guard. Other guard swung around. Got a nice little kick out block. St. Mary's taking their time. Happy to see the 3 minutes gone here from the third quarter. Of course, once they get to 30 points, there will be a running clock.
Osborne. We'll give him a gain of about 5 on the play. Dylan Fink into the ball game for the Roughriders. You'll see him on your screen as number 11. Luke Rammel wide to the right. Turn. Here comes Fink.
Oh,
gonna
nice
bounce
cut
to the outside, and he's tackled out of bounds. Clock will stop. It'll be a Fowler TV first down, according to where the linesman on the far side of the field is standing. It should be a Fowler TV first down.
Fink with a nice little jump cut right there. Just kind of flumps to the right.
He's got a little bit of quickness to him himself, doesn't
Absolutely. A nice mix-up. I'm telling you, there's a whole stable of wild stallions for the Riders.
Absolutely. Caleb Schmidt will get a couple.
Coach
Probably
Bo Fryer this week was talking about how disappointed his second-team offense was that they weren't able to get in and get some reps last week. I think they may get a chance this week, Joe.
I think so. I think the Riders put another 7 on the board. You may see that in the fourth quarter. Luke Ramel wide to the right. Mabry in motion. Caleb Schmidt. Game clock shows 27 seconds. The play clock shows 28, so about 4-second difference. So this, I don't know. I think they don't have to get another play off, and it doesn't look like they're in any hurry.
No, they're going to take the time down.
So that's going to be the end of the third quarter with a score on the American Legion scoreboard. The St. Mary's Roughriders 28, the Shawnee Indians nothing. We'll be back with the final 12 minutes of this football game right after this.
I don't always put a new roof on my house, but when I do, I call Eric Anderson with Grand Lake Roofing.
If you're looking for a fast, reliable, trustworthy roofing service, give myself and my team a call at Grand Lake Roofing, 567-890-ROOF.
Are you in the need of storage space? At Spring Street Storage, we have several units to help organize your life. From 10 by 10 to 10 by 30, we have units to keep your valuables dry and clean. We offer monthly rentals and long-term discounts. Give us a call at 567-279-1536 for all your storage needs.
Back with the final 12 minutes of this football contest. Rough Riders have this one in hand right now, 28-0. Zach, kind of a slow third quarter, but really another quarter dominated by the Rough Riders.
Yeah, it's sort of dragging on here, just, methodically marching down the field, first down. It's really a repeat of what we saw in the first half. But they need to get this right here, 5 yards for third down. I'd say need to at least get 4 yards right here. I think Coach Fry's probably going to go for it if it's 1 or 2 yards at this position.
So you're right. It's 6 yards, 7 yards, 5 yards, 6. The longest play of the game has been the 34-yard touchdown pass to Trey Moore. We have not seen our offensive backs bust out any long ones any longer than maybe 9, 10 yards, if that. Nothing exuberant. No 20,
that's
25,
partially
30
because Shawnee's playing so far back. They're giving us 5, 10 yards.
Minerding, ball is tipped. Ball's incomplete. Pass was intended for Jacob Kessler.
Well, now you got to punt it.
So that'll bring in Brady Triplett to do the punting. Now, the last time we've seen the Rough Riders fake one earlier in the first half.
I think you lose the element of surprise if you do it again here, but.
Nice punt by Triplett. It's going to hit at about nice roll. Good job by. We'll see who the first guy down there was to get him.
I think that's Luke Bournes. Luke Bournes did was
it Luke Bournes?
I think it was Luke Bournes. But we'll watch again. But I think it was Luke Bournes did a great job of taking what could have been a horse collar and wrapping his other arm around and making sure he came from the front. Yeah, Luke Bournes on this side. Watch number 12 here. Grabs him on the shoulder and then wraps around and makes sure he pulls him down from the front.
Yep. Good job by Luke Bournes. Tell you what, if he'd have got around Luke Bournes, he'd have picked up another 20, 25 yards.
Yeah, he had some speed and had some agility. That's one of those that, it looks kind of broken. The ball's bouncing around and it's rolling and he grabs it and somehow gets past the first line and there's no one else there.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians. Ball is placed at their own 21-yard line. First and 10. So now they're moving the ball back. They're going to put the ball down at the 10-yard line.
I don't know what that's about. They're moving the chains, though, too, so I guess they're saying there was a holding on the kick return.
You know, this would have been one of those nights where it would be very beneficial to have the head official, the referee, mic'd up.
Yeah.
And then he'd have to try to explain what the calls were to these folks here. That would have went over real well.
I thought about that earlier. We should have we maybe should have had that lapel mic.
Yep. Pickup of about a half a yard, so we'll call it second down and 9 for the Indians. Good job by the defense. That's a Spring Street Story sack, I believe. But we've got a Roots Pub penalty flag.
Owen Ott got up and look where his shoulder pad and jersey is.
Holding?
Might be a sign of holding.
Let's check him out. Number 44, your left defensive end, 4-point stance. Here he comes. There's his. Oh, yeah, it's like a pinfall.
Yeah, and when Owen got back up, his whole jersey was ripped off of his shoulder pad. So
holding call on the Shawnee Indians makes it third down and 13. Caleb Bacon back, throws it out to the receiver to the left. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds. And he picked up about 5 on the play.
Looks like number 3, Reese Davidson.
So the Shawnee Indians will punt the football, and out comes Huron Jemai.
This could be a position for a fake punt.
Could be a position to let him go get it, too.
Yeah. It's also where you think about trying to block it.
You could.
But you don't want to rough the kicker.
That's true. Noah Dixon and Jacob Kessler back to receive the punt. They're standing at their own 45-yard line. Punt, it's going to hit the turf. And Dixon picks it up, and he is brought down immediately, but not before he picked up about 7 yards on the return. So it'll be first and 10 for the Roughriders in Shawnee territory. They'll mark it at the 35-yard line.
9 minutes and 26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's like the first team offense still staying on the field. I think maybe we'll start to see some
substitutions.
You'd like to see some substitutions here. I don't know. Maybe they'll take a couple first downs.
Turn, counter back.
Good hard run from Fink. He's a little smaller, able to just sit right behind
the big fellas.
Big hog mollies up there on the line.
Exactly.
77. Xander Post. Xander Post rolling through that hole and say, good job, but put a helmet on somebody down the field.
Caleb Schmidt. There he goes. He's to the 20-yard line. Fowler TV first down for the Roughriders. So it'll be first and 10 for the Roughriders at the Shawnee 21-yard line.
Good hard run from Schmidt.
Full house in the backfield. Turn, give the ball to Fink. Fink will turn it up. He's still moving. They slam him down at about the 7-yard line.
Slammed him down and gave him about 3 yards on that tackle.
We'll check it here on our Larry Schaff Auto Sales instant replay.
Great job from Colton Mabry.
So they get him about right here, and then they throw him forward for about 3 more yards. Thank you very much. So it'll be first down and goal. The ball is placed at the Shawnee 8-yard line. Rough Riders knocking on the door. Wing to the right, split backs in the backfield. Turn, give the ball to Schmidt. He ducks under a tackle, and he's going to be inside the 5 maybe? Or is he going to be at the 6? We'll give him it to the 6. Nose of the football just shy of the 5-yard line, so it'll be second down and goal. Split backs in the backfield. Turn. Give the ball. Schmidt. Touchdown, Rough Riders. Caleb Schmidt. That's a Jackalope Stash touchdown for the Rough Riders. That'll make it 34-0 on the American Legion scoreboard with a Jackalope Stash point after touchdown coming. Luke Ramble to hold. Brady Triplett's kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 7:03 remaining on the American Legion scoreboard here in the fourth quarter, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 35, the Shawnee Indians nothing. We'll be back with the Varsity Lanes kickoff right after.
Are you in the need of storage space? At Spring Street Storage, we have several units to help organize your life. From 10 by 10 to 10 by 30, we have units to keep your valuables dry and clean. We offer monthly rentals and long-term discounts. Give us a call at 567-279-1536 for all your storage needs.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals going the extra mile.
Back at Shawnee Indian Football Stadium, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. The Rough Riders will kick the ball off. This kickoff is brought to you by Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's. Brady Triplett will get ready to put a foot into this football. Nice kick, taking it at the 4-yard line. Oh, nice. Reese Davidson on the return for the Shawnee Indians.
Caleb Turner came flying in there, man. He was ready to deliver, but just tripped him up.
26 is into the ball game for the Rough Riders. That's Wesley Blair. Ball will be placed at the Shawnee 17-yard line.
Right on call, he makes the play. Good job from Wesley Blair.
Well, they stopped the clock for the injured player, so the clock will start on the snap of the football or the official's mark. Well, the Rough Riders are going to the far side of the field. So I think we've got a Miller Funeral Home timeout here on the field with the score. The Rough Riders 35, the Shawnee Indians nothing with 5:26. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
Explore Jackalope Stash Men's Clothing Store located in downtown St. Mary's for all of your men's clothing needs. Here at this brick and mortar haberdashery, you will find clothing needs for every formal or informal occasion, making any man who shops at Jackalope Stash the best dressed in the room. Do you have an upcoming wedding, dance, or date night? Get fitted for a dapper tuxedo or fashionable suit. Quality, style, stash. Jackalope Stash. Visit us online, or better yet, come see us in downtown St. Mary's, where riders shop.
5:26 remaining here in the football contest. Rough Riders on top, 35-0. Clock is running. We'll have a running clock for the remaining.
22, Logan Childs into the game.
This will bring up a Minster Bank money down for this Rough Rider defense. We'll call it third down and about 3. Bacon turns, give the ball. It's like Reese Davidson, I believe, on the carry. Let's check that. The runner was Dalton Hobson. That's it. They're going to wave it off. Now, here's another thing. You can ask Bill next week in rules of the game. Even though they had a situation like this, shouldn't the clock continue to run, even during discussions?
I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to ask him. Does it stop for?
Well, he's out of bounds, and we're running clock, so it should continue to run. It should not stop. So now it's running again. So it's down to 4:24 remaining. But I think it doesn't. I was under the impression it didn't stop if it went out. If it went out of bounds, incomplete pass, anything, it just keeps running.
Not even penalties.
I'm not sure. Owenott finishes that one up. Nice job by Owenott. 4 minutes remaining in the ball game.
79 in the ball game. Matthew Murray. Good hustling there.
Three receivers to the left of the formation. Bacon rolls to his right. He's going to throw it out. And good coverage there by Luke Bournes. Pass was a complete to Michael Garlock, the senior.
Luke Bournes did a nice job of timing that. Didn't hit him early. Got his hand in there to knock that ball out.
First down and is it first down? It's got to be first down and 10. 3rd and 10? Where did I miss that?
It wasn't caught. It was incomplete.
Oh, okay. Pregame goes back, passes out. It's picked off! It's picked off.
Parker Beam.
Touchdown! Parker Beam picks it off and takes it 30 yards to the house.
Just read the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Comes from his safety position.
Coming right into your living room. Good job by the Roughrider defense as a Jackalope Stash touchdown by this Roughrider defense.
And a Spring Street Storage turnover.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
All right.
Parker Beam.
Jackalope Stash point after attempt being attempted by Brady Triplett. Luke Rammel will hold. The clock continues to run. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 1:40 remaining on the game clock, it's 42-0 on the American Legion scoreboard. We'll be back with the Varsity Lanes kickoff right after this.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Roughriders!
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Roughrider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Roughrider community.
All righty, we got time right now. We forgot it during halftime. We apologize. But right now, let's take a listen to our big Roughrider replay for this week.
Corey calls the signals. If you're going to get it there, hand the ball to Justin Noggle. Noggle breaks the tackle.
Get
Noggle at the 10, 5. He dives.
Got it, touchdown!
Justin Noggle takes it to the end zone from 35 out.
That's our big Roughrider replay. This kickoff brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes. Good job by the Roughrider Special Teams unit.
That's all the second team kickoff team in there, Joe. There's a lot of numbers. Grady Hughes, 63, Jackson Rammel, number 6, Davion Smith.
All right, we got a Roots Pub penalty flag, and of course that that confirms that. So when there's a penalty flag, the clock stops.
Yeah, I thought so. So after the play,
so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Shawnee Indians. 1:11 remaining.
let's see 58 right in 59 right on your screen. I think they're just calling a little bit of late shoving.
Oh, Trey Moore's not supposed to be out there, so he's running off the field.
We got so too many men on the field or illegal substitution.
Grady Hughes is in, number 9 in the backfield. Of course, number 11, Dylan Fink, plays both ways. Number 19 is in. That is Zach Myers. And good job by the Roughrider defense. Number 63, I believe, in on the stop. That's Jackson Rammel. And we're down to 37 seconds.
Number 19 in there on the stop. Zach Myers. Yep, you already got him. Number 29 in there. Caleb Spencer.
95, Christopher Schreier in the ball game there at left end. You'll see him there down in the 4-point stance. Ooh, good job there by the Rough Rider defense. We'll see who gets up.
51, Cole Mullins.
I think 29, Caleb Spencer. And that's going to be it here at Shawnee Indians Football Stadium as the Rough Riders win it, going away by a score of 42-0. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and have statistics and wrap things up from Shawnee Stadium right after this.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Hey there, Rough Rider Country. If you need a van, truck, car, SUV, motorcycle, camper, boat, or any other form of transportation, come on down to Shaft Auto Sales. I know you got vehicle needs, and I got needs too. I need to know that you got the right kind of truck to get the job done. And I need to know that you got a fun set of wheels to cruise around in. And I need to know that your kids are safe when you take them for a ride.
Thanks, Aaron High, the car guy.
I'm Aaron High, the car guy with Shaft Auto Sales. I sell cars to Rough Rider fans, because that's what I am, and that's who I care about.
Are you looking for a fun place to grab a bite to eat and a few drinks? Then stop by Roots Pub on Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's. The kitchen is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The food menu still has all the classic favorites, but now also has some tasty new options. Roots Pub always has a game on and has live entertainment every weekend from some of the best bands around. Check out our Facebook page for a full entertainment schedule and daily food specials. Roots Pub, your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere.
There you see on field, this post-game show is being brought to you by our friends at Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I'll tell you, I hope you had as much fun watching it as we had as much fun as bringing it to you tonight as the Rough Riders win it, going away by a score of 42-0. Let's take a look at some of the numbers in the ball game. Zach?
I don't know if we have them yet.
You have to go down and look over his shoulder.
All right, we got it. So looking at the final stats, St. Mary's 22 first downs, Shawnee 7. St. Mary's total yards 355, Shawnee 123. St. Mary's was 3 for 6 passing on the night with 1 touchdown, 48 passing yards. Shawnee 7 for 18 with 2 interceptions and 79 yards. Rushing, St. Mary's 58 attempts for 307 yards. Shawnee 19 for 44. Shawnee had 1 fumble that was lost. Penalties. St. Mary's 10 penalties, 115 yards.
Ouch.
Shawnee 8 penalties, 85 yards. Third down conversions, 7 for 12 for St. Mary's and 2 for 9 for Shawnee. Time of possession, St. Mary's 29 minutes and 51 seconds to Shawnee's 16 minutes and 28 seconds. Aiden Meinerding finished 3 for 6 with a 35-yard touchdown pass. Dominic Osborne 16 rushes for 82 yards, 1 touchdown. Caleb Schmidt 15 rushes for 78 yards and 2 touchdowns. Colton Mabry 12 rushes for 81 yards. Trey Moore 2 receptions for a touchdown and 47 yards. Great to see him getting into the game. On the Shawnee side, Caleb Bacombe 7 for 18, 79 yards and 2 interceptions. Dalton Hobson 5 rushes for 18 yards. Cole Sunderland 5 rushes for 8 yards. Caleb Bacombe 5 rushes for 4 yards. Receiving, Reese Davidson 3 for 6 for 40 yards. Michael Garlick 2 for 7 targets for 26 yards, and Brady Bullock 2 catches on 4 targets for 13 yards. Overall, Joe, just a really good night from St. Mary's. Dominated offensively, shut them out defensively. Only really bad part, you got to say, are the penalties.
Bingo. That's exactly what I was going to say. I agree with you 100%. I think things played well offensively and defensively for the Rough Riders. I think they stuck to their game plan, did what they had to do, but you just can't have 9 penalties in a ball game, especially if you want to continue to go on in the postseason, because average teams will beat you along the way if you continue to have penalties like this. And hopefully they'll clean them up. And here again, after 7 weeks of the season, you would think those would be kind of cleaned up, but sometimes when you hear the unsportsmanlike penalties, usually it's somebody saying something to somebody else. So it's composure.
Sometimes it starts to pile on each other, but uncharacteristically undisciplined on some of these items.
Exactly.
Definitely a big emphasis that Coach Fry, I know, is going to bother him and that he's going to be working on with the kids.
Well, that's going to wrap it up here at Shawnee Indians Football Stadium. We want to thank our camera crew, Doug, Spencer, Ross Hench, Kelly J. In the truck, we had Rich, Logan, and Dave, and John Boyd. Of course, we'll be at home next week to bring you the game between the St. Mary's Rough Riders and the Kenton Wildcats. It will be senior night. We encourage you all to come out to Grand Lake Health System Grand Lake Health System Stadium for the season finale at home. Once again, our final score, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 42, the Shawnee Indians nothing. With the win, the Rough Riders run their record to 5-2 overall, 4-2 in the Western Buckeye League. For Zach Farrell and all of our Rider Nation Station crew, I'm Joe Hurlbert. Until next week, so long, everyone.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.